and welcome back to another video at my YouTube channel and blog. Today I am doing the second card from the Showers and Flowers stamp set that I colored the images up last week. And this one is the same image that I did card 1 of, but it's just a different color scheme and a different way of layering it up. The last one I put the circle layers on top, and this one I cut the circle layers out of all my other layers so it goes down, if that makes sense. So basically kind of telescope one up, telescope one down, and on this one I also use a lot of foam tape because I pop the whole panel up onto the card base. So here I'm just getting them all lined up so all my circles look even, and I had to trim off a little bit on the kind of mustard layer on the top so it stuck out a little bit, but no big deal. And then I trimmed off a little bit of that and so I could stick it down. And you could stick this down with you know, liquid adhesive. I just decided to use some Scotch tape and hold it down, and that way I could just flop it open and run some liquid adhesive around. But you could actually Scotch tape it all the way around if you wanted to. It'll stay on fine. And then I just did a generous amount of Scotch 3M foam tape and fully covered the back. That way it can go through the mail and it won't crush or collapse anywhere. So over on the blog post for this card, I will have linked the Copic coloring video. So if you're interested in seeing how I colored the image or the colors that I used for the image, that video will be linked over on my blog for the post for this card. So just peeling off all the liners off of the foam, and I'm going to put that on my card base. My card base is Neenah 110 pound solar white, and so that makes a very nice sturdy card base. I'm going to take some of this orange paper again. It's one of my inner layers, and I'm going to stamp the word thanks that also comes from this Showers and Flowers stamp set, I believe. Yes, it does. And all the products used will be linked in the video description below, or for picture links, you know, please go to my blog post for today, or for this card. And I'm going to heat set this real quick. Just use some Ranger Superfine Detail Embossing Powder. Now this is a textured cardstock that I just pulled out of my stash. I'm not sure who this is by. I think I just bought it at my local craft store. And on a larger sentiment, the heat embossing on the texture works fine, but I used one of the smaller sentiments from the stamp set on the inside, and I heat embossed it on the textured cardstock, and it didn't work as well. So just beware of that when you're dealing with a textured cardstock. The smaller, more fine detailed sentiments may not heat emboss as well on those. So learn from my errors. That's what I'm here for. So just popping this up on the front of the card. So this card has all sorts of dimension. The whole base is popped up. There's the telescoping in offset circles. And this is one of my new colors I picked up of Nouveau Drops. This is marmalade, or spice marmalade. Again, I'll have it in the video description below, linked with all the other products. And here's where I'm going to layer up some circles on the inside, the same papers as the outside, and I heat emboss the sentiment. But like I said, I wouldn't do that on textured cardstock. So it looked rather small on that circle, so the stamp set comes with a couple little solid hearts, so after I heat set this, I did add the little solid hearts And then I'll just layer up all these with my Scotch ATG gun, I believe. And that banner die is the stitched banner dies from Simon Says Stamp. And then I also used my nested circle dies. And those, Simon also has a really nice set of those. I bought my circle set several years ago, and I can't remember who made mine, but it's just plain circles, and the Simon Says Stamp nested circles are just plain circles too. There's a lot of different circles out there on the market, but sometimes I just like just regular, you know, cuts, nothing fancy to them. I've got just a regular set of circles, squares, rectangles, just for those times when there's so much other stuff going on and I don't want just a whole lot going on with my die cut. And a while ago I popped the front up on a piece of Neenah 80 pound, and then I mounted it to my 110 pound card base. And this is an A2 size card. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 when folded. And I'm just going to secure that on the inside, and that'll finish off my card for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon with another card video.